Hello and welcome to Bahrain Now, your source of local initiatives, happenings, talents, and trends. I'm your host, Khalid Hijris, here to walk you through our exciting lineup of segments and personalities from around the Kingdom of Bahrain. So don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back. The American University of Bahrain, AUBH, in partnership with the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, its International Science and Technology Initiative, the MISTI initiative, concluded 2 exclusive training workshops open to all university students across Bahrain. And to speak more about that, we have with us Maryam El-Bunni, Fatima El-Zaki, and Zain Mayouf, who took part in these workshops. Hello, how are you guys doing today?
Hello, we're good.
It's great to have you guys here. Now, can you tell us about your experiences with the International Science and Technology Initiative?
Okay, so for me, it's been a great experience so far. Those past few weeks been really eventful. We've learned a lot of stuff and different fabrication methods. And now we're working on our final project to present, and it's been really exciting experience, to be honest with you. We've been working on PerQuest. This is my project with my teammates, and it is going so well so far. So, yeah.
Wonderful. I've heard really great things about this program, and it seems that you've all really benefited from it.
Yes.
Now, can you tell us about the workshops and how you engaged with them?
Yes, so there are a total of 5 mini projects that we have done throughout the labs, and what it really does, that it's all divided through the span of 1 month, where each skill is targeted, whether it was in fabrication and design, 3D modeling, or electronics. So what happens is that we have a short lecture of less than 20 minutes, and then it's followed by a demonstration of the skill that we have to do by ourselves, and we have these milestones and check-ins from our MIT instructors that come by and help us when needed. After that, we also work on our final project, that we take part of these skills that we learned in fabrication or electronics. I would say that we make use of them a lot, especially in the final projects. For me, especially, my team are working on a telepresence robot controlling a bowling game. So we had to laser cut and fabricate this bowling game in addition to the electronics included. So there were a lot of the labs that we went back to actually know what to do in these concepts. One of these concepts was living hinges, which was our very first lab. So we went back to create this beautiful curvature using wood.
Wonderful. Okay, that sounds incredible.
Yes, it was.
Now, who here was, or were you all involved with the Actuated Experiences Design and Fabrication for Interactivity workshop?
Yes.
Yep.
So could you guys tell us about the skills that you picked up from that workshop?
Right, so the Actuated Experiences refers to designing interactive systems, and that involves us like 3D modeling and 3D printing the models, as well as laser cutting them. And then we go into more technical skills like microcontrollers and programming them with different type of sensors and different motors. So we basically understand all of the skills needed in order to create our very own prototype and work on our project at the end of the workshop.
Okay, that's wonderful. It's awesome that they equip you guys with so many different skills. And how do you value the impact of such like an international workshop on your development, really?
It's actually really important to have these kind of workshops in Bahrain. For us students, what we study in university is good enough, but there's always gap for improvement, and there's always gap for doing better, learning more. And those kind of workshops provide that. So for me as an electronic student, I've learned enough, but in this workshop, I've learned even more, and how to deal even with project management and managing my time, and even learning more about electronics and more into embedded systems. So it's been great so far. It's been so great. So yeah.
No, I can see that, because like the stuff that you guys are telling me is like, it's blowing my mind, the fact that like you do everything kind of from the ground up. So it's
Exactly.
like you accumulate all of these different skills. And like you said, you know, I'm sure that your education is holistic, but it's always nice to be able to put that into practice.
Yes.
Or maybe even look at something from an alternative point of view.
Yeah.
And now what message would you guys give to those taking part in workshops or those who are interested in participating?
So I believe that this workshop, as I have gone to this workshop for the past year in its second edition and now in its third edition, I believe it's a great way to foster these skills, technical, whether it was in fabrication, more related to mechanical engineering and electronics, which is more in the computing field, and going all together to create a beautiful project at the end, embedding these both skills. And I believe that for whoever is interested in these type of projects, whether you were in engineering or any field in computing, it is very good to know about your major and expand on it in a real life experience and creating a project from scratch, and also know about the other fields. I think that it is really good to ask more questions about the other fields, to also know how to combine both of these disciplines together. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I would also like to add that you should embrace the process, and you need to understand like the tools that you're using and why you're using them, and learn to you should ask as many questions as you can. You should utilize all the resources available to you, because the workshop itself is designed exactly for you to do so. And without utilizing the materials given to you, you wouldn't really benefit much from it.
Yeah, even the knowledge of the technicians there and the people who work in AUBH, it's been really helpful. Like the resources that they provide for us, and even like the help that we need. For us, we needed like testing in a different condition, because ProQuest is like a kind of a robot underwater, and we didn't have those kind of resources set for us, so we needed some help, and they provided for us like a pool to test in Baco, and it's been great so far. We've been able like to test it, to test the depth test and the motor directions. So it's been actually really good that we had this opportunity provided for us, and the resources that we need. So yeah.
It's wonderful to see how you've consolidated your knowledge and you've been given all of these resources to put everything into practice. And it's very clear just by speaking to you guys that, you know, this is something you've become passionate about, and whether that passion was already there or kind of fostered in, it's really great to see it. And just before we conclude, is there anything that you guys would like to share with the audience?
I would like to thank all MIT GTL team. They have been an amazing resource to go back to, great mentors and great instructors. They have been there for us whenever we needed, especially with the hectic timing of combining everything together for the final project, which we will be presenting very soon. So thank you so much. So I would really like to thank them, and especially Dr. Marwa Al-Alawi. She has been a real integral of this program, and definitely I would like to thank AUBH and BBK for sponsoring this amazing initiative.
Would anyone else like to add anything?
Yes, they've managed to foster such a supporting environment for us students to excel and also enjoy what we're doing. And by doing so, we students get to find out what we truly love about this workshop and what we like about technology or 3D printing or so on.
Yeah, so we truly advise for students to actually put themselves in these kind of workshops to learn more and expand their knowledge and try better and put themselves in these kind of conditions, like time sensitive conditions, where you can actually create something useful, create something, your vision comes to reality. So it's really good to put yourself in these kind of workshops. So thank you for everyone. Thank you for our teams that have been working on in the project. Thank you for everyone who has been working on AUBH to help us. Also Ali Janahi and the technician also Harshad. So yeah, they've been a really good help for, with creating our projects and helping us out with them. So yeah.
Great. Thank you ladies so much for joining us. Good luck with, the rest of your endeavors, and we hope to see you guys again, hopefully, with another project.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for even more here on Bahrain Now. The educator and international referee Mohamed Bin Jamal is considered an expert in the sport of Taekwondo. He is the only sports figure in the Kingdom of Bahrain and the Gulf region who is certified by the World Taekwondo as an educator, technical delegate, international coach, and a certified classifier for the Para-Taekwondo. As a first-class international referee, Mohamed Bin Jamal has participated in many world-level and international championships. And to know more about his journey, we're pleased to be joined by Mr. Mohamed Bin Jamal here at the studio. Welcome, how are you doing?
Well, thank you so much. All is well, but so really thank you so much for this introduction. It's just an amazing, and it's a great opportunity to be here as well. Yeah.
And this is a great opportunity for us to get to know your achievements even better. Now, I'd like to start by asking you, how did this passion for Taekwondo start?
Well, to be honest, it started when I was 5 or 6 years in age, encouraged by my mother, enrolling me in one of the prominent Taekwondo club. And from there, I just started, because of the discipline in it, the challenge in it, and it was just an amazing opportunity. So I just started there.
Wonderful, and
yeah.
Now you're carrying that legacy until today.
Yeah.
And you've been an incredibly influential, not only as a referee, but also not only in Bahrain, but also like on an international scale. So let's start from the very beginning. What inspired you to become a referee in Taekwondo?
Okay, let me start from the sport discipline itself. So from discipline as well as the challenge that the Taekwondo sport has, that drove me into going into the understanding how the technical aspect of the sport, and all those technical aspects is started by the referee side, how they are. From how to manage the sport fairly and so on. So that was just the spark when I started to become as a local referee, and then I gone into an international referee side, and alhamdulillah I achieved many kind of achievement with the being as an international referee, a number of championship being appointed by the World Taekwondo Federation to officiate in those large competitions, such as the World Champion and the Grand Prix, and being in different competition level.
Quite the portfolio, and alhamdulillah, like you said. The World Taekwondo Federation has chosen you as a member of the Supervisory and Control Committee for the Taekwondo competitions at the 2024 Paralympic Games. How was that experience like?
Oh, that experience, I can just simply say it's just a wow experience, to be honest. Being with all experts of the sports, being with the expert and the officials of the Olympic, as a large event for and the the dream of all sports to be in that kind of an event was an amazing, and to be honest, that's a wonderful recognition by the World Taekwondo Federation to appoint me as a part of the competition supervisory board as part of the Paralympic Games in Paris 2024. Yeah.
And actually, that leads me into my next question, which is, how do you value the World Taekwondo's Federation's recognition and trust in Bahraini athletes?
To be honest, the trust, I can see it in me, to be honest, how they started to appoint me and recognize the work and the effort that I'm doing, and the constant training that I'm putting toward it, and the return was as you said, being appointed into large competitions, being appointed in different roles within the federation events that they are hosting.
Wonderfully said. And, it's just really incredible to hear of all of these achievements and how this is something you've carried since childhood.
Yes.
And, made a name for yourself. I think that that's one of those things where it's like everybody hopes to get to that level, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's not without its challenges. Could you tell us some challenges you faced in your Taekwondo career and how you overcame them?
Yeah, actually, the challenges was balancing my the Taekwondo life with my personal and professional level. Plus the, how to say, the limited resources that I had those days. But alhamdulillah, I managed to overcome them with putting all this effort, perseverance, as well as the support of my family.
From your point of view, what's the importance of spreading the sports culture to the youth of Bahrain?
See, the sports culture, okay, I don't want to make it like just specific to Bahrain, but in terms of the sports in general for young people. So I would say the sport in general will build their own characters. So it's very important for their characters, physically, mentally. It will help them to understand how to control their anger, how to say.
Channel it into maybe a healthier way?
Exactly, to channel it within, and to start to understand how to challenge as well. This is the most important, and shape them, I would say.
Brilliantly said, and I think you're a prime example of that phenomenon.
Yeah.
And what can you tell us about your training course?
So in terms of training courses, I have different type of training course or different columns or channels that as you introduced me at the beginning as the only educator, I took that opportunity to host different type of courses to help referees or developing referees, I would say, developing some of the coaches and athletes from the rules updates, from the what's going on in the outside of Bahrain, how to present themselves outside as well. So bringing that kind of rules, and so I made it in different kind of courses, because as you know probably Taekwondo is split into different type, and the major is Kurigi, which is the sparring, as well as the Pumse, which is the patterns that we have. So we have different type of events, of competitions. So I took that opportunity in terms of educating my colleague and the other athletes from other Taekwondo clubs to be engaged and to understand what is Taekwondo is all about. It's not only going into the club and getting it trained, but more of what is the rules of it, because the rules itself, once you understand the rule, you know the key how to compete and the key to win as well. So from that perspective, I started to do those kind of classes. Plus, of course, I have my own sport class, Taekwondo school that I'm educating and teaching young athletes as well. Yeah.
Wonderful, and it's great to see that it's very holistic as well, like you said, trying to understand every part of it, and then knowing the different components of it as well. Now, we've already been through quite a impressive portfolio of yours. Are there any other achievements you'd like to share with us?
Well, yeah, in terms of achievement, I mean, as you mentioned, I'm the only educator in Bahrain and even in GCC, as well as the technical delegate. I've been appointed as the chair of the Asia Para-Taekwondo committee. So I'm leading the Asian side of it, and I'm working very closely to develop that side, of course, with and been working closely as well with the Bahrain Paralympic Committee, led by His Excellency Sheikh Mohamed Bin Jamal, and we managed to, they managed to do the World Championship in Bahrain end of last year. So I was helping them to bring that one up in Bahrain. So those kind of achievement that I've did, and the first achievement I would say, aside from being an athlete, I've been ranked the first on my batch for the international referee when I started to do that. So that was kind of an achievement into my history, I would say, yeah.
You know, it's really incredible to see. I mean, it's always incredible to see, but especially when you have a Bahraini who's managed to make such a huge splash on the international level as well. To see, and you've clearly got so much passion for Taekwondo, and it's a little infectious. And I'm pretty sure there are other people, be they people from your personal life or people who just follow you and have followed your journey, who are quite inspired by your journey and maybe want to look into Taekwondo themselves. So I would ask you, what advice would you give to them?
Well, my advice to them is very simple. Stay committed, be disciplined, and seek for proper mentor guidance, as well build a good foundation, and take every opportunity to challenge, to compete and to train.
Expertly said. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for even more here on Bahrain Now. And now let's take a look at what's going on beyond the studio in the following report.
The Embassy of Brazil in the Kingdom of Bahrain hosted a National Day reception and celebrated 50 years of diplomatic relations between Brazil and Bahrain. The event saw the attendance of the Ambassador of Brazil to the Kingdom of Bahrain, as well as a number of government officials, members of parliament, diplomatic corps, and entrepreneurs.
I would like to thank Bahrain TV for being here tonight and being a witness to this joyful celebration of Brazilian Bahraini friendship. It's been half a century. We're looking for many other 50 years of friendship, and as the first event of Brazil in this land, this beautiful land, we really have a sense that we are making history, and a beautiful history together. So congratulations for Brazil and Bahrain tonight.
The Kingdom of Bahrain and Brazil enjoy deep-rooted relations with cooperation in various fields and sectors. Brazil is well known for its football skills. Therefore, the ambassador took the opportunity to congratulate Bahrainis for their well-deserved win in the Gulf Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of today's episode. Thank you for watching. And remember, you can always reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below. We love to hear from you. This was Khalid Hidris. Until next time, good night and God bless.